A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks the 25th of October 2024. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the South Sudan news. But first, the main stories. Trade Ministry and the UNDP validate trade bill. Civil society group wants to know reasons for exclusion from global program. United States blames South Sudan leaders for spread of polio, while residents disappointed by delayed peace and the election postponement. High-level parliamentary delegation from Germany visit Juba. News in details. The Ministry of Trade, in collaboration with the UNDP, on Wednesday validated the draft South Sudan Competition and the Consumer Protection Bill 2023. This was made possible with the support of the Enhanced Integrated Framework, which is multilateral partnership dedicated to assisting least developed countries use trade as an engine for growth and sustainable development. Meanwhile, the Center for Peace and Advocacy, a South Sudanese civil society organization, has called on the UN Embassy in Juba to clarify the exclusion of South Sudan from the Community Solutions Program for the 2023-2024 and the 2024-2025 cycles. The Center for Peace and Advocacy said in a press release that it was deeply concerned that South Sudan had been left out for the first 2 years, despite other East African nations being included in the global program. The press release regretted that last year's applicants from South Sudan, including the CPS executive director, received no feedback. Meanwhile, the United States has blamed the South Sudanese leaders for the continued polio transmission in the country. The United States, in a press release marking the World Polio Day on Thursday, attributed the many root causes of polio and the other disease outbreak to the inaction of the South Sudanese leaders, failure to pay health workers' salary, and the decade-long dependence on donors to deliver basic health care are the major factors leading to the continued disease outbreak. And while residents in Western Barghazal have voiced their disappointment over the delayed implementation of the 2018 peace agreement and the postponement of the 2024 general elections, they made a statement during a roundtable discussion in Wow this week. Participants noted that South Sudan People Defense Forces and opposition forces in the state remain divided, each operating independently within their respective area of control. And the 4 German parliamentarians have visited Juba, where they held series of meetings with the government officials, including Vice President Rebecca Nyadeng and their South Sudanese counterpart over the human rights situation in the country. The lawmakers hailing from the Committee on Human Rights and Humanitarian Aid have been in Juba since 23rd of October 2024 and have concluded their mission due today, 25th of August 2024. That news brings us to the end of our South Sudan news, but first the main stories. Trade Ministry and the UNDP validate trade bill. Civil society group wants to know reason for exclusion from global program. United States blame South Sudan leaders for spread of polio, while residents disappointed by delayed peace and the election postponement. High-level parliamentary delegation from Germany visit Juba. My name remains Tokefe Richard, reporting for GMK News.